Guys, what's up? It's Angelina and welcome back to my channel. So obviously, new setup. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it, but if you hate it, don't tell me because it took me so long to just get all of this figured out. So today I'm actually going to be testing out a product for you guys. I know you guys are going to be so happy that I'm trying this. I honestly only picked it up for you guys. It is something that I saw and knew right away that my audience would be interested in. I did place a Sephora order and I did place a pickup order for the first time. Super convenient, especially if you buy things online and you're used to getting like cash back. Right Fix by Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade Deep Butter. I tried my best to shade match myself. Obviously, I don't have on any concealer, nothing. I just have on eyebrows today, so let's just get right on into it. The first thing I have to do before I do anything is get something on my lips. They're a little bit dry today, so I'm going in with the Buck Thumb Plump Shot. This is actually one of my new recent discoveries. I really like it. Also, ignore my nails. I tried to get the acrylic off. It didn't work. I'm definitely gonna have to go and make a nail appointment tomorrow. But I do like this. I did mention it in my previous video, so go check that out. So today I'm actually going to be doing things the way that I normally do on a regular day. And what I normally do is do my brows first and then go in and do my concealer. So this is supposed to be a eye brightener and illuminator. It says instantly hydrates, brightens, and blurs. Light as air, sheer to buildable coverage that lasts. So it's supposed to be very hydrating. My under eyes aren't too bad, but they're definitely, they definitely could look better. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is in this really sleek tube packaging, and I just love it. I love the Squeezy tube. We're gonna do one side so we can just see the difference. Okay, I think I might have cut too much product, but it is supposed to be buildable, so maybe I can drag that down. So something that I did notice from the swatch that I had on the back of my hand is that it goes on pretty light, but it does oxidize as it dries because it's obviously going to dry down. It is a very hydrating finish at first, and I feel like it dries down over time. So whatever's left, I will apply to the lids. When I start blending it out, obviously you can see it kind of shears down a little bit, but I do really like the way it's looking on the skin, and as you guys can see, it definitely did give me a brightened look. So at first I was a little concerned that this shade wasn't my shade because it went on really light, but as you guys can see, once I blended it in, definitely did shear down. If you do have like any dry patches around your eyes, you might not like this because it is definitely clinging to that little patch that I have. I don't know if you guys can see. It's very, very small, but I can totally see it. It says it's buildable, so we're gonna build it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do one layer on the other side so we can get caught up and just even everything out. As you guys can see, look at how bright that looks on compared to how it actually blends out. It's like a little bit comes out of it too. I look crazy. I'm trying to kind of blend out fast because I noticed that it kind of, like once it sets, it's kind of hard to move around. Okay, so I did go in with a little bit more product. As you guys can see, the brightness is definitely there. I did put some on my lids this time, which you can totally see the difference between this eyelid and this eyelid. Okay, I have a dry patch by my eyebrow over here, and it's clinging to it, and it looks so bad. I want to specifically focus on these hollows. Okay, so now that everything is blended, I am starting to notice just a little bit of pilling on this side. So that kind of is concerning because now that I'm building it up, I feel like it's starting to look not the best. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's clinging to dry patches, as I stated, but also kind of like in where my tear duct is. I don't know, it's just starting to do this weird thing where it like separates, but it's like crusty. It's drying a little matte, and it's making me concerned because my eye area, like when I laugh, and smile. It's very crepey under there. I'm not expecting it to not crease. I just hope sometimes like some concealers when they're too dry and I like smile, this area ends up looking like I am like 80 years old. It is wrinkly under there. It is dry, dehydrated. It looks like I just aged 50 years, okay? If that area of my eye is not looking good. So I'm a big critic when it comes to concealers because I wear concealer probably every day. I would probably pair this with another concealer underneath just because as much as you can build coverage, I don't think I would really want to build coverage with this product just because from what I'm noticing, when it dries down, it kind of starts to pill if you keep like layering on it, at least on my skin. Obviously, before I do anything else, I'm going to need to go in and set my under eyes. We're using the Laura Mercier Honey Powder today, which is my favorite because this one just never fails me. I'm going to go in with it on a baby blender. So I'm probably just going to do the usual and just put some powder underneath my eyes and dust it away because I don't know if this is something you could bake with because like I said, it seems to be pretty drying. And just dust off any excess powder. See, like from a distance, it looks good. Like everything looks really good. But when you get up close, you can see like the dryness right here. I have some dryness towards my nose, like towards the front of my nose. We're gonna go into doing the rest of my makeup. You can skip through this. I'll have a chapter marker down below. For primer today, I'm gonna use the Light Sauce by the brand Item. I really like their products. I discovered them in an Ipsy. So if you get Ipsy subscriptions, you know, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I really like this one because it's hydrating. Foundation today is the tried and true NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is the shade Cusco. I do have a dedicated foundation review. I'm going to start doing more foundation reviews in the future. Tinted moisturizer reviews, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you're subscribed for that. This is a newer channel. I'm trying my best out here to just get content up. Oh, see, look how good that looks now with the brightening concealer because now that my skin tone is even, that concealer matches a lot better. Oh, I have a pimple right here and I got a pimple right here. And it's the way that they're like symmetrically on my face that really just gets me, you know? Makeup Revolution, Conceal and Define. I really like this, but it's so done that like there's nothing in this tube that I keep using, but I keep it around because I'm too lazy to go buy an actual, oh, whoa. My under eye on this side is not looking hot. Okay, this is 100% pilling off of my face on this, like this whole part. It's just coming off. Rare Beauty Cream Blush in Nearly Neutral. That was a lot of blush, my bad. I do really like this blush, I will say. I think it's one of my favorites. I have so many cream blushes, so sometimes I need to like focus on a cream blush at a time. And I've been focusing on this one recently. I really like it, love the shade, like the formula a lot, and it doesn't break the bank because it's not like, it is high end obviously because you're getting it at Sephora, but it's not like crazy, ridiculous, expensive. I just love the dewiness that this gives to the skin, and I really like the way that it just shears out over time. Like if I kept blending, it would sheer out even more. I think I'm confused on why this eye is pilling more than this eye. Is it because we put more product on? I don't know. Don't know. Alright, so my face is done. I did notice when I was getting, you know, the rest of my face done that I just don't like the way it looks in the inner corners of my eyes. So is there ever going to be like a Fenty product that I actually like that actually works for me? I don't know. It doesn't look bad. I will say it doesn't look horrible. Like I've had horrible concealers. This isn't the worst thing I've ever tried. Is this the best thing I ever tried? No. The way that it looks in like this area is really bothering me. It kind of is clinging to the texture that I have in that area, and I do have a dry patch by my brow bone. Literally it's stuck to it and it looks like a big flake. and I don't like that, and you can't really see the dryness I had in this area anymore because I do have shadow on, so that kind of helped. But if we're just talking about first impressions, this just didn't give me the best first impressions. It's not the worst. Now that I have the rest of my face done, I think everything looks pretty decent. I'm gonna go in with this, which is my vlogging camera, and I'm gonna kind of show you up close what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna try this again tomorrow, and tomorrow I think instead of obviously I can't do a first impression, I already did that, but tomorrow I'm probably gonna try to do a wear test where I put it on, give you my impression, and then go throughout my day and let you guys know how I feel about it. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. I will definitely check in with you guys tomorrow, but so far I will rate this a 2.5 out of 5. See you guys tomorrow. So let's talk about some things that I noticed. Obviously yesterday I didn't like the way that it looked. I realized that maybe I could possibly be using too much product. Also, this is kind of more of an illuminating product, so I feel like maybe we can try building it on top of a concealer today. For the base concealer, we're going to use the Huda Beauty concealer. I'm only going to do this on one side and then layer the concealer with the Fenty product. But on the other side, I'm just going to be using the Fenty product. So that is just the Huda concealer. But I'm actually going to only be using a little bit today. I feel like yesterday, no matter what I was doing, a lot was coming out on the brush. It was just super annoying, but we're going to try and be a little bit lighter today. Definitely a little bit of product. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. Wow, okay, so actually I feel like I look a lot better today than I did yesterday. So this is just Fenty alone using minimal product, and then this is my regular concealer, and I'm actually going to layer some Fenty on top of this to see if we can also pair this with another concealer just to kind of illuminate it. I feel like I prefer the way it looks paired with the concealer just because obviously I get more coverage, more full coverage, which I need sometimes for my under eyes. This I feel like would look nice if I just was doing bare minimum, barely no makeup day. I would probably just go in with like the tiny bit of Fenty and not really pair it with anything. So the check-in time is 11:02. That is the time we put on the concealer. Obviously, I'm going to set it and everything. So I still haven't got my nails off. I will go and do that today. So I just wanted to start getting dressed with you guys on camera so we can test out the concealers. And I mean, if I go somewhere and, you know, obviously wearing 2 different coverage concealers on either side, hopefully it's not going to matter much because I'm just going to the nail salon. So I do appreciate the way it looks today. It's not really clinging to any dryness I have today, but I do believe it's because I only use like this much product. So it could just be like if you use too many product or if you try to build it up, it gets that weird pilling consistency or it starts to look dry. Today it looks really good and I didn't really do anything differently except for sleep with the eye cream overnight, which usually I do anyways. So that's the only difference. The check-in time is 6:27, so I noticed all day that this felt like super lightweight. It's not something that you can feel under the eyes. I was kind of going in and just like tapping it because I felt like it was kind of getting slightly creasy under my eyes, which normally happens with any concealer if I'm wearing it for an extended period of time. I do like the way that it feels very lightweight. On the first day when I tried it, it was very cakey looking. It was clinging to dry patches, and I think I contribute that to the fact that I was trying to layer on too much concealer. I feel like with this product, less is more, and this is definitely not a product that's going to give you medium to full coverage. And if you're someone who has anything underneath your eyes, if you have any darkness, if you have hollows like I do. It's really important that you have something with coverage. Now, this is marketed as a hydrating, very minimalistic coverage concealer, and I believe that's pretty much what it is. My only issue is that I don't find it to be hydrating. I find it to be rather drying, and you have to make sure that you prep your under eyes the right way, or else it's gonna look very crepey and you're gonna look like you aged, you know, like 5-10 years. For the price tag, I feel like I would much rather go in with like maybe a medium coverage concealer and just sheer it out on my own, just any concealer that I currently have in my collection. I don't feel like this is anything special that you need to go out and purchase right away. I don't find the formula to be anything that I particularly like. You know, even though it claims to be buildable, I really don't think it is the best at being built up. I feel like it kind of cakes and it gets crepey and it looks very dry. Overall, my thoughts are kind of like in the middle somewhere. I'm not in love with this product and I also don't hate it. It's just something that I think I'm going to play around for the next couple of days with and just see how I'm feeling. If I'm not feeling too hot, I'm definitely going to return it. Fenty products and we don't really vibe for some weird reason. I do love Rihanna, but I am a beauty channel and I am here to kind of express to you guys my full and honest opinion. I did go out and purchase this with my own money. I'm not on the PR list or anything like that. And even if I was, I would still let you guys know my true thoughts. And I just don't think that this is altogether worth it. I think I've tried better concealers from the drugstore. And I think overall this formula and I just don't really get along. I don't like the fact that I have to go the extra mile to make sure my under eyes are prepped the right way. But if you're wondering if it's worth the $25, I'm gonna have to say I don't really think so. I just don't like the fact that you have to go the extra mile to make sure your under eyes are prepped the right way. It's just a little bit too much work for me, and the way that it's advertised is supposed to be a very quick and easy product. Just, you know, put a couple, like dab it under the under eyes, and then just go on your perfect summer day. And it's just not that kind of product. Like, it is something that you do need to make sure your eyes are prepped the right way or else you're not gonna like it. And that is more of a chore than other concealers I have that cost me like $6. So, you know, love Rihanna, will continue to try things from Fenty, but this one just wasn't for me. And that is it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments or concerns, definitely leave them down below. And if you like my new setup, also let me know. I actually really like it with the plant in the background. I feel like it looks very like jungly. I don't know. I have no idea. But I really like it, and thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more makeup and beauty videos. I post every week, so definitely stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!